What is going on, guys? I'm Shots here, and today I'm here with a video just showcasing a few things on my server for new people who have joined. Yeah, I'm just going to go through a few things that you may need to know when you first join. So first, you've seen these before, trench pickaxes. We have 3x3s and we have 5x5s. We have sand ones, which basically break an entire pillar of sand when you use it. It's got a cooldown of 1 second, which is very good to say if you've got raided and you want to remove like the sand pillars from your walls, or say if you mess up doing your sand walls, it's very helpful to actually remove the sand pillars so you can actually fix it. Then we've got 1x1 chunk busters and 3x3 chunk busters, which they should be pretty self-explanatory, but if you don't know, a 1x1 chunk buster is only going to break obviously one chunk, and then a 3x3 chunk buster is going to break a 3x3 chunk radius, which is going to be 9 chunks. Moving on, we have trench shovels, 3x3 and then 5x5, and then we have tray pickaxes. This is just the base features that we have right now. I have a lot more things to go through afterwards, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go fly out over here. So we'll show you trench pickaxes. You should really know this is a 3x3, and that's a 5x5. Pretty simple. Sand ones, say for example I do that, and I basically just fly to the top quickly. And then I get my sand wand. If I get my sand wand and then right click this, it removes the entire pillar of sand. But yeah, it removes the entire pillar of sand with a 1 second delay. You can keep on using it. Really helpful. Alright, so let's move on. So chunk busters, pretty self-explanatory, but say if have I got a faction right now? Yeah, I've got a faction. Say if I just like fly over here a little bit. Alright, just use one of these normal chunk busters. It'll bring up this GUI, confirm this chunk buster. You can click cancel or you can click confirm. So I'm going to confirm that. I'm going to fly up a little bit, and then it will count down from 5 seconds, and it will break the entire chunk. It will start from the top, so that's why it looks like it's taken a while. But it starts from all the way at the top of the world, and because there's stuff up there, yeah, it's doing that. And then it will remove all the way down here too. Obviously this isn't the best example, but it will remove from all the way at the top of the world all the way down to bedrock. So they're really helpful for trenching and stuff like that. And then we've got 3x3, which basically, say this is the middle chunk of the 3x3. If I place this here, it will do 3 chunk radius. It will do there, and then obviously the middle part too. I'm only putting it in that middle part just to show you the actual radius of it. So yeah, there you go. As you can see, it's removed the 3x3 radius. It's pretty good. Now we're going to move on. Trench shovel, they're pretty self-explanatory too. They're basically just like trench pickaxes, but they break like dirt, grass, gravel, sand, all that sort of thing. There's the 3x3, and then there's the 5x5. Okay, moving on. Tray pickaxe. This is mainly for the top of your walls. Say for example, you've finished all of your walls and you need to water it. Basically, you usually do this sort of layout. Either you do dirt on here or you do netherrack, which, yeah, we do have horizontal dirt gem buckets and horizontal netherrack gem buckets to actually do this sort of thing really easily. So yeah, you get one of these pickaxes, and you basically just, say I'm in GMS, you break this cobblestone and it will break all that's around it like this, so it's really easy to remove all of the dirt, and then your water will just flow straight down. Really easy to do, really fucking helpful. All of these are on our store, but you can get them in game from crates, such as getting vote parties and getting playtime rewards, which I'll come to soon. Alright, next thing, raiding features. So obviously there's creeper eggs. I'm going to show you something with them soon. We have lightning sticks, attack a creeper to change it into a charge creeper. Pretty self-explanatory. They're on a lot of servers now. Slash toggle, which I'll show you in a minute. TNT bank, which is on a lot of servers, you might know what that is, and free roam. Alright, let me show you firstly what we have with these creeper eggs. Okay, so basically we have a feature on our server where you can actually place creeper eggs on spawners. So say for example, you raid in and you can't get the creeper egg, like you can't get the creeper close enough to the spawners. You can place them on the spawners and it helps out a lot. So say for example, there's a hole like here. Let me just make a hole. Say for example, there's a hole there, right? Oh my god, this is such a fail. So there's a hole there, right? And I place a creeper egg there. Now I can actually light that up and then blow up them spawners. Really helpful. On a lot of servers they don't actually allow that, and I don't know why. Alright, so next up is the lightning stick. So basically you place a creeper and all you basically have to do is attack the creeper and then it's charged. So say I get a flint and steel and I basically do that, then that, then that, and then it'll blow up and make a lot bigger explosion than normal. Really, really helpful for raids 2, obviously, because you can easily get a lot more spawners just from that. They're also on a store, and I'm pretty sure you can get them in game 2. Slash toggle. Slash toggle is really, really helpful for raids as well. So firstly, sand. So give myself some sand. Right, so if I show you right now, if I just drop some sand, you'll see it just drop down normally. Pretty normal, right? If I do slash toggle, and I toggle off this here, so now it's disabled, right? Status disabled. When I place it, it'll like basically teleport straight down. This doesn't look like it's doing much, but when you're actually firing off a huge ass cannon, it saves you a lot of FPS, like a crap ton of FPS. Then say we move on to the TNT. So toggles the visibility of TNT. So it's enabled right now, so you should be able to see TNT right now. Right, so you see the animations and stuff like that. That's one of the main lag causes with cannons, but say if I place another TNT, do slash toggle, disable that, and then light off, you don't see it at all. I can still hear it, it's still going off, you just can't see it. Then there's piston animations, which I will show you quickly. So say if I do this, you see the piston animation is normal, and then if I do slash toggle, disable that, it kind of like teleports the animation. I can't really explain it. But these simple sort of things save you a lot of FPS during raids. And then certain things like spawned mobs, obviously, it's factions, a lot of mobs are being spawned inside of grinders. So there's the ability to turn off spawned mobs being visible, so you won't be able to see them at all. Say for example, right, there we go. So if I do slash toggle and then disable that, now I can't see the mob. And then next, there's spawners. When you have a crap ton of spawners and they're all spinning around and they've got the animations and stuff, it's insanely laggy. And if you just disable that, I mean, it will make them go to stone so that actually you won't get any lag from these spawners. Say for example, you have a huge ass grinder, huge ass farm, and there's a crap ton of spawners. You won't actually see them as spawners, so they save you a lot of lag. But when you right click them or like do anything like that, they will show as normal spawners, and when you actually break them, they still will drop as normal spawners. Next, last but not least, basically there's particle changes. So for example, cactus farms, when cactus grow, it won't show the particles when they break. There's potion particle changes so that you lag a lot less. Stuff like that, simple particle changes. And yeah, that's the end of slash toggle. So next there was slash free roam, which basically puts you in like a sort of state where you're kind of in a free cam mode. I can fly around for 600 seconds, no, for 60 seconds and a maximum of 600 blocks. So if I fly decently far out, it will say that you've reached the maximum distance allowed in free cam. This is so that you can scout out bases and see the best way to raid them and such like that. I mean, this is a donator perk, and I may add ways to get them in game like soon, but at the minute, it's newly added, and it's only a donate perk at the minute. Yeah, let's move on anyway. You can use slash free cam to go back to your body again. Let's move on to the next chest. Okay, faction features. I'm really happy about the factions plugin we actually have right now. It has a lot of features. I'm just going to put these in my inventory, and I'll show you as we go along. Right, so first there, we have F options. I'm not sure if anyone's seen this before. It's getting to be a decently well-known plugin. So you get to manage your alarm time, which basically, if nobody's done slash F check in this amount of time, then an alarm will sound. Basically, it'll spam your chat saying that someone needs to check it. And you can set this time to anywhere up to 30 minutes. Next, wall check time. Manage your time between faction broadcast. If the time expires and nobody has executed F check, it will broadcast messages. This is the time between those messages. Okay, faction recruitment information. So if you click on here, faction status open or close. So if you click it, it'll open it. If you click it again, it will close it. Pending faction invites, pretty simple, just to see who you've invited to your faction and they haven't joined or anything like that, just so you can remove them just in case. Next, we have faction allies, faction enemies, the people who are banned from your faction, so no one can invite them at all. And then the people that are muted in your faction, say for example someone's being annoying in your faction chat but you don't want to kick them from your faction, then you can just mute them in the faction chat so they actually can't speak to any of your members. Alright, next we have F-perms, pretty self-explanatory, seen on a lot of servers. So we have recruit, normal member, moderator, co-leader and ally. If I'll just go through a few of these quickly. These are the same for every single rank, so yeah, there's just a quick go through of them. Next on the list is F upgrades. So if we do F upgrades, we've got a few upgrades here. Firstly, we have upgrade growth speed, so basically self-explanatory, 10% chance to actually grow faster. Pretty decent price. I've made the crop speed a lot cheaper than like spawner speed and stuff like that, just so people use crops a lot more to begin with, and it just makes more of a linear curve on the economy. Then we move on to upgrade faction chest size, which basically, I'll show you that now. If you do F chest, this is like a player vault, but for your entire faction. So anyone in your faction can use this. Yeah, unless you've changed this in F perms to deny them from actually being able to go inside of it. So yeah, let's go back to the upgrades. Upgrade spawn rate, so 10% lower delay. Really helpful. A good thing to actually put your money into when you actually have the money. Obviously, it's a bit more on the expensive side, but really helpful in the long run. Upgrade faction members. The default member size, this is actually getting changed just before it goes up. Default member size is going to be 20, and then level 1 is going to be an upgrade to 25 members, and level 2 will be an upgrade to 30 members. Not too expensive, but really helpful to say if you have a big faction. Then there's upgrade damage increase, so increased damage in faction land, so you do more damage to people in your faction land. Obviously not a huge percentage, but it really will help when you're being raided or anything like that. The small percentages can help you a lot. Upgrade damage decrease damage in faction land, like the other one. Really helpful if you're getting raided. Obviously, just the little bit of extra edge when you're actually fighting your enemies, extremely helpful. So F inspect, I'm not sure if anyone really knows what this is. It's been on a lot of servers recently. We've had it for a while too, but basically, I need to be in my own faction land. F claim. Say for example, I want to check if someone's done something to a certain part of land. So if I give myself a pickaxe quick, and I mine this block, and then place it back. If I do F inspect, caps, and then click it, it will say block information, Shotzi placed smooth brick, and then it will tell you how long ago, and then it will say Shotzi removed smooth brick how long ago, so it'll go from bottom to top. Yeah, pretty simple, but it actually helps a lot to see who stole what in your faction and like who's inside in, and then basically get staff to ban them. Stuff like that, really helpful. There is F chords, really simple too. You just do F chords and it'll basically broadcast your coordinates to everyone who's online in your faction. Say you're at a raid or something like that and you need help, you're getting ganked, then you do that command and everyone can get your coordinates, so everyone can go to you. Farming features, you may have seen some of these before too. So if we firstly go on, we have Harvester Hose, which actually have farm and sell mode. It tells you the sugarcane value and how much you've harvested. I'll show you that in a second. Cactus Hopper, pretty self-explanatory, used on a lot of servers. Void Chest, I actually like this a lot because it's so much easier than just using sell ones, but you do need a lot of them if you have a very big farm, so that's the downfall to that. Harvester Hoe, you right click it and it basically changes the mode, if you can see in this chat. Currently on sell mode, so if I do this now, if I hit this, it'll say you gained $60 because I just broke 2 of them. But if I go to farm mode and then break it, it will actually put them straight into my inventory so that I can keep on placing them to actually obviously make my farm bigger or something like that. We'll go back to sell mode and then right click all these. It'll say I've gained 60 for each one of these I've broken, so obviously it'll add up. Really helpful to begin with. Actually, sugarcane is the best farming thing to go with to begin with if you want to work, because cactus only sells 1 per, and yeah, if you look at sugarcane, it sells for 30 per, which 1,920 stack, you can't complain. Cactus hoppers, obviously really self-explanatory, and with how OP printer is on a server, Cactus is honestly really good. Yeah, the problem is I've made Cactus like decently expensive so that it's not too overpowered. You see how they work. The Cactus will just go straight into that Cactus Hopper and then straight into a chest below it or whatever you want to do. This is actually a good place to show you the Void Chest. If I place a Void Chest there and right click on that, you'll see that it automatically gets sold and that will automatically go into my balance. Let me just give myself ECO set, shots 0. Right, give myself 0 balance, and when this sells, I'll show you that it's actually going into my balance. So you see, for example, every 3 seconds it's being sold, and if I do /battle, I have $27. Obviously, this is only one pillar of cactus. They're really easy to print in. Yeah, it just automatically sells them every few seconds. Then there's a sell one, so let me get a chest. Everyone should know what a sell one is at this point, but yeah, you see cactus going into the chest. I right click it, sold all items for $11. Simple enough. Alright, let's just go back to our test area and move on to the next things. So we've just done farming features. Let's put those away. Alright, now we are moving on to the the final chest. Obviously, I'm not showing every single thing because this video is going to be way too long if I show every single thing. So events and miscellaneous. So we have outpost, playtime case, and then /cough. So outpost should be self-explanatory too. Basically, you capture this outpost. It's kind of like a cough, but you capture the outpost and you get the rewards that it says below: 1.5 times XP multiplier and 2 times loot multiplier. Pretty good. People don't think it's that OP, but with the loot multiplier, it helps a lot. Like a lot. And then next on playtime case, if you do /playtime, you can see how long you've been playing the server for. When you have 5 hours playtime, you can do /reward, and your reward will be available there. You click it, get the reward, and the reward is this case here. You right click it, it'll actually open, and you'll get the reward straight from it. I'm going to give myself another one in a second, and I will show you what rewards you can get from this. Alright, so I've got another one. If I punch it like that, it will show you all the rewards that you can get from it. So you can get protection 4 unbreaking 3 armor, you can get decent sword, tier 3 money pouch, creeper eggs, golden apples, chunk busters, XP, depth strider, black scrolls, white scrolls, spawners, hoppers, rename tags, rare key, and an epic key. So you get one reward per 5 hours of playing. This plugin also has some anti-bot features to hopefully obviously stop people from botting it and abusing the system. And then this last one, /cough, is not enabled right now because it's not going to be enabled for the first week of release. I'm going to put a screenshot up on screen right now. It basically shows you how long until the next cough in your actual time zone. So say if your time zone is GMT, it will actually show it in GMT and it'll show you the exact amount of time until that cough. So yeah, if you have any questions, be sure to drop a comment down below. I'm hoping to see some of you guys on release, and I know this video has been quite long. I'm sorry about that, and I know I haven't been uploading very often. I'm also sorry about that. I've been very, very, very busy, and I have been hoping to make a full-on comeback to YouTube soon. I just kind of want a new microphone. So I've already bought a new keyboard. I just want a new microphone, and I may even get an Elgato to put inside of my PC, just so that the quality of my videos is so much better. Anyway, if you've enjoyed, be sure to drop a like down below, comment your opinions on the video, share with your porn up friends, and I'll see you in the next one.